Hello. Once again, I apologize for the production value of my video. I hope that what I have to say will sufficiently overwhelm the any issues with sound or, my amazing set. Today I'm going to talk about the Three of Swords. So I've kind of been randomly going through the cards, through the minor arcana, and I actually was sure that I had done a video on the threes, which I will do, but today it's just going to be the Three of Swords, so it's short and simple. This is the Three of Swords in the deck that I use. As I have said many times, I prefer to have the pip cards, the minor arcana, the small cards. I prefer not to have pictures on them because, as far as I'm concerned, that makes a reading. When you do a reading, it gives it more clarity. You see what's important. But it's good to start off using pictures on every card. And this is the typical picture. It's from the Rider Waite deck. Most of them have some version like that. And here is the picture from my other deck, the L Teddy's deck, or the L Teds, or I sometimes just call it my colorful deck. So you can see, looking at these two pictures, that this is not a happy card. The threes in the tarot, the three is the first time that you have something. One is like the basic beginning energy. Two is like, two is a line. One is a point, two is a line. Three is the first, it's a triangle. That's the first thing that you have, the first surface. So it is, that first triad is in every suit, it is the first time that whatever it is, whether it's fire, energy, water, emotion, swords, which is difficulties, communication, air, or earth, pentacles, it forms a thing. So since the swords represent what's difficult, this is the acknowledgement, the awareness, the seeing, and the solid, difficult thing. Now, this card does usually show something that is painful. Usually it shows you crying. It makes you cry. But there is a kind of cleanness about the pain of the Three of Swords. My experience in seeing this card come up in readings over many, many years is that, this is not necessarily a bad card. It looks like one. It doesn't look like the card that you want. But it usually shows a recognition. You see something happens, or you see something, you recognize something, it makes you cry, and then it's done. It does not usually show ongoing over and over again, although sometimes when it's reversed, it can show that kind of maybe trying to avoid the pain or not quite able to see it, or it doesn't come to that clean, sharp place where you're like, okay, I got it. I get it. It hurts. So I see that for what it is. So sometimes when it's reversed, it's a little bit more drags out. And sometimes it just means it doesn't hurt quite as bad. But either way, it's I think that this is usually a card that is, there's a kind of clarity to it when it shows up either as your card of the day or in a reading. All right, that's it for the Three of Swords today.